make sure to check out our sponsor, Cell Phone Buyers Recyclers. They want to buy your cell phone old, broken, or you're just trying to get rid of it. You can contact them right at the number on the screen, text or call. Also, their social media and website is in the description if that's more convenient. If you share their social media accounts on social media, get a chance to win an iPhone. Go check them out. All right, man, let's get into an NFL video. We're going to talk about is rumored that Dak Prescott won't get his deal done by July 15th. So he will be playing on the franchise tender tag around just over $31 million. But first, the Washington Redskins announced they are going to change their name and logo, and they're telling other NFL teams to stop using the logo. Let's talk about it. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video, But I mean, it was inevitable. When you had over, billions and billions of dollars with investors and people like FedEx that had the naming rights to the field, they had $405 million deal. You had over $600 billion of investors and other financial people who had, business with the Redskins, writing letters saying to change the name. They changed the name. It's funny how all these, George Floyd and black men can affect so many brand names that ain't even, about black people. I get Uncle Ben, the Cream of Wheat dude. I get those changes, Aunt Jemima, and but the Eskimo ice cream bar, whatever it is, and now it took for him to die for them to realize that they want to, change the name of the Redskins, and a lot of Redskin fans ain't happy at all, But hey, it is what it is. If some of the white Redskin fans, would you be happy if it was a white slur, and then would you be happy if it was a black slur? The Washington, Red Sambos, you feel me? Would you be happy if it was the Washington Crackers? No, you wouldn't be happy. So at the end of the day, people say, well, it was a poll that Native Americans said it wasn't. Man, I don't care what the polls say. Those polls, they don't show no real results, At the end of the day, change the name. But the messed up thing about it is that the Atlanta Braves won't even be changing their names. The Kansas City Chiefs won't change their names. And Redskins supporters and fans, they got a gripe. If we got to change our name, why the Braves? Why the Indians? Why the Kansas City Chiefs ain't changing their names? You know what I'm saying? Straight up and down. Atlanta talking about we going to change the chop, the tomahawk. No, change the name. If y'all forcing the Redskins to change their name, everybody else should be changing their names that's in the sports industry. Even going to college teams. But, at the end of the day, they're working on a logo. They're working on a new name, but they can't announce the logo and new name until they trademark it. So they got a design. So Ron Rivera and Dan Snyder is working on the logo and the name change. A lot of people like the Red Wolves. You think you want something that's synonymous with the city of D.C. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they got wolves in D.C. You feel me? I believe they got wolves in Minnesota. You talking about, the generals, maybe. I don't know what to call them, the politicians. Red Wolves is really gaining some steam. And people like the Red Tails, but they not about to. You think a league, they got no black owners, is about to name a team after some black people, you out your mind. Hell no. You know what I'm saying? So, not sure what they're going to go with, but I think they got an idea. They're going to wait some time to announce it because they got to trademark the logo and all that stuff. So, some new apparel should be out on Nike. Stop selling the Redskins apparel. So, at the end of the day, you might see some Redskin things, hitting the, hitting the stores like Kohl's and Burlington Coat Factory. So, you might see an overload of Santana Moss jerseys and Darryl Green jerseys, and you might even see a Jason Campbell jersey there. You feel me? So, you're gonna see some Haskins jerseys, and I think it's the right move to make. But I think if they got to make the move, so should every other team that got Native American title to them. They should have to make the move too. But hey, at the end of the day, Mason, he woke up. At the end of the day, man, it's only fair. But we know how it is. Life ain't fair. If you grow up thinking life is fair, it's gonna humble you real quick. So we'll see what the Redskins do. I think we all looking forward to their new logo, their new name, and they finally forced Dan Snyder to do it, man. And it took over $600 billion combined to force him to do it in buying power. So look forward to, seeing what their name change is. I think we do play them. I'm a Lion fan. So check my Lion channel out, or just my Detroit channel out, Motor City Sports Talk. So see them this season. Is the Red Wolves, the Red Hawks, the Red Dogs. How about the Red Dogs? They could be the Big Clifford, the Washington Redskins, the Washington Red Lobsters. Why not? They can team up with Red Lobsters, and they can have cheddar biscuits after the game. You feel me? But yeah, let's talk about Dak, another NFC East opponent. Dak Prescott is it sounds like they saying they're not gonna reach a deal, and I don't think anybody was surprised about that. But why wouldn't he sign a $31 million franchise tender? Why wouldn't he show up on time for camp? That's just gonna make them, give a reason for Andy Dalton to be the quarterback. We know why they brought Andy Dalton here. We know why they gave him an incentive-based contract. We know he from this Texas, and Dak is on a short leash this year, man. Especially what made it harder was Patrick Mahomes getting $500 million in a new contract. So that made it difficult to get done, and Dak wanted a good deal. They had to get that deal done before Mahomes got his deal to really bring Dak in. But I don't think they want Dak to be there. I think Jerry Jones, he did the same thing to Quincy Carter. He don't want no black head coach. He don't want no black general manager. He don't want no black quarterback. He don't want nobody black that's in a true position of power. And that's just the God honest truth, man. Jerry Jones, you had Dontari Poe and Gerald McCoy, two defensive tackles, that said they would like to see Jerry Jones step up and say something about, what's going on. And he's been quiet as a church mouse because he's a stone cold racist. You're not going to get somebody that's grew up being a racist, that came into this world and learned to be a racist, to take up for black people. Only niggas he loved is them dudes out there scoring touchdowns that brought him rings. Jerry's a stone cold racist, and everybody know it. He don't want no black quarterback. He didn't want Dak. They wanted Connor Cook. But Dak was the best dude at the time after Connor Cook went off the board. So, basically he going to probably go to Kirk Cousins' route. They're not going to pay him that money. If he go out there and win a Super Bowl this year, then Jerry had to force him, had to really give him this money. But you know what, man? I don't even like to root for the Cowboys. Maybe in the 90s, when they had Deion and, Michael Irvin and Emmitt Smith and those dudes, they was considered America's team at that point to a lot of people because they was dominant. But, I'm going to root for Dak Prescott to do well. I really don't care for him, especially after the whole get out moment and stuff of that nature. Can you chill out, dude? Especially after the whole get out moment and stuff where, he didn't kneel and he did listen to Jerry Jones and he didn't kneel, and they did that get out mural of him in Dallas and how he basically sold his soul and all that, and then support Kaepernick. That's why I had no love for Cam Newton either. And you ain't really seen Lamar Jackson say nothing. So I don't have no love for a lot of NFL players how they did Cap, and then didn't stand with each other. And I didn't have no love for them to begin with when they didn't stand up for better pay and better pensions and better benefits for themselves and for old time players and stuff of that nature. But for Dak Prescott, he gonna go to Kirk Cousins' route. Kirk Cousins made as much money as anybody in this league before Patrick Mahomes on 1-year deals and all that type of stuff. He didn't get the job done. Washington, they let him go to Minnesota. He won a playoff game in Minnesota finally, and we are where we at. Is what he made a lot of money. I think they said he made over $136 million since the last few years. So he getting that bag. Hopefully Dak get his bag, but I can see if Dak don't win the Super Bowl, in the next couple seasons, he probably gonna be somewhere else. But he gonna be about $60 million richer. You know what I'm saying? So it's been a lot of lies. Can you chill out, dude? Can you chill out? Man, this dude's wild. But it's been a lot of lies about his contract. Jerry been leaking to the press saying that he want this amount of money, he want that amount of money, he want a $40 million, $45 million, fourth year if he don't get a fifth year and all this, or if he got to take a fifth year. All these lies has been leaked by Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones do this on a regular basis. Dak Prescott team ain't leaked nothing to the media. Everything that's been leaked to the media has come from the Cowboys and Jerry Jones, organization. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Let me give him something to play with. And it's all come from the Jerry Jones, organization and Dallas Cowboy organization. All these leaks and all these talks about the contract. You ain't heard Dak leak nothing out. Nothing come from Dak. Nothing. All this came from the Cowboys to make Dak look like the bad guy in the media. And people continue to fall for it, man. Dak ain't came out and said nothing about wanting a fourth. If he had to get a fifth year, he wanted to be for $40 million or $45 million. And people say, "Oh, he don't deserve this, and Dak don't deserve that. This, that, and the third." And that's how Jerry played. They gonna get ready to railroad Dak Prescott. Prescott should have asked for a trade, to be honest. If he didn't get his money, just trade me. That's what he should have said. As soon as they signed Andy Dalton, he should have just said, trade me. You know what I'm saying? Straight up and down. Just go ahead and get rid of me. You don't want Andy here. Y'all don't respect me. Y'all paid Tony Romo. I done did way more than Tony Romo in this league. So at the end of the day, don't believe what they pushing out in the press. That's the Cowboys pushing that shit out to make Dak look bad. And I'm not a Dak fan at all, especially after he straight up buck danced. But that's like 98% of NFL quarterbacks that buck dance for the league and don't stand up. So a black quarterback to be exact. But hey, let me know what you think about the video. Sorry, Mason's kind of took over the video, man. He got his little toy. This dude, wow, man. But hey, don't forget you follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you got business, question, inquiry, response, share video requests. Keep sharing the videos. Want to make a donation to the channel? Cash App, PayPal description. The best way to donate is if you haven't subscribed, hit the bell icon button, thumbs up, comment the video. If you thumbs down the video, let me know. DM me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. All those links there, and maybe I can improve the experience a little bit. Sorry for Mason taking over the experience this video, but hey, got an NFL playlist, but Cash App, PayPal description. One time for the one time we go.